G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again. And in this week's Dark Realm Diaries, we're starting something new. We're going to be taking a look at really great, creepy, sometimes horror, sometimes just dark television shows. So we're going to start the series off with something really great, a show called Inside Number 9. Let's get started. Okay, Darkrealmers, Inside Number 9 is the brainchild of Reese Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton, and they've been around for a long time. They were two of the cast members from a wonderfully dark and quirky British comedy called The League of Gentlemen, and they're very good character actors. And another cast member from League of Gentlemen, who's also gone on to success, is Mark Gatiss, and he's now a writer for Doctor Who, but he's also the co-creator of Sherlock with Stephen Moffat. But back to Reese and Steve. Now, because they're such great character actors and they can turn themselves into virtually anybody, and that's a great thing with comedy actors. They have that ability. Now, Inside Number 9 is a series of darkly black, humorous stories. Okay, some of them are extremely funny with just a slight sting at the tail at the end, and others are very creepy and very dark, but nothing to horrify you. So there you go. Amber alert. Doesn't apply here, Amber. Okay. Now, the title refers to the fact that every story takes place at number 9. Now, number 9 might be a sleeping car on a train, it might be an apartment, it might be a house, but that's the overriding theme of it all. Now, if you enjoy black comedy, or deliciously dark, as I like to call it, you're going to love this series, okay? Because not only are there some wonderfully funny comic moments in there, but there's some genuinely creepy stuff as well, and it's really going to have you go, oh, I wasn't expecting that, and that's a sign of a good series, Dark. Now, I've got to admit, the first episode in the series, Sardines, almost lost me. I almost turned off Netflix and said, that's it, this is rubbish. But I'm so glad I stuck with it, because there is a little twist at the end. You may find the storyline in the first one a little bit hard going, because, you know, there's a few funny lines and a few funny moments, but it's really not enough to keep you engaged. But hang on, because the rest in the series are very good. Now, obviously there are some that are better than others, okay? And like any series, you know, the first one in any ongoing series always tends to be a little bit hit and miss, because a lot of the time is spent developing characters, trying to draw the viewer in to get them hooked on the series, and also the writers too themselves are finding their feet, okay, in a lot of cases, and you'll find that with a lot of series like that, Darkrealmers, that some things they try work, some things that they try in writing don't, okay, but hang in there, because there's some wonderful other stories there. Now, there is one there called The 12 Days of Christine, okay, and it's about a woman, and all her memories start getting mixed up, you know, like from meeting her husband, she wakes up and then they're divorced, and so forth and so forth. And you really think, okay, is she going a bit funny in the head, you know, what's happening? Well, the ending is just breathtaking. Now, if this story doesn't have you reaching for the tissues like I did, then the writers haven't done their job, or you're very hard-hearted, because it's made equally poignant and dark and creepy too, because the song they use at the end of it is the one time to say goodbye, you know, from the Barcelona Olympics. And I was like that when I saw it. Now, it's not horrifying, the end. It's just very dark but poignant, okay? So you're going to love that one, Darkrealmers. Now, another one that will have you equally laughing and horrified is one called The Trial of Elizabeth Gage. And Reese Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton play two witchfinders in the 15th century. And they've been sent to a little village called, quote, Little Happens. And that gives you a clue as what it's going to be like, okay? Now, Reese, his character, isn't interested in justice or truth. He's just interested in the money they make from finding witches, whether they're innocent or guilty. And, you know, Steve Pemberton's character is a little bit more moralistic. He thinks what they're doing is wrong. Well, traipsed into this trial is a woman called Elizabeth Gage. And, you know, some of the witness testimony, like her daughter, okay, who says, oh, she's been conspiring with the devil and whatever. It's just hilarious. And look, at the end when she's been convicted, okay, as you knew she was going to be, you get an overwhelming sense of poignancy and horror, you know, because don't forget, this is based on fact. And, you know, when her daughter visits her the night before she's going to be burnt to death, she says, oh, well, you know, I'm really sorry, Mum, you know, like, anyway, you know, I'll be seeing you. And you think to yourself, oh, look, this is really sick, okay? And then the ending hits you, okay? And it is very creepy. Not horrifying, not enough to make you, you know, your blood curdle, anything like that. But it is so unexpected. That's one of the best ones in this series. Well, for me anyway, Darkrealmers. So I'm sure you're going to like that because it does that brilliant trick of, and this is a sign of good writing, it's called the roller coaster, where a writer will bring you up to a high and then drop you back down again, so that you know, there's a break between the chills and so forth. And the writers in this series do it really, really well between, you know, the creepy something's happening to the humour. So there's always that nice balance there. Okay, Darkrealmers, well, I don't have time to go through every story in the series, okay? But there's some wonderful ones there, including one about a reality TV show where the people are sort of made to take part in a fake seance just to get a scared reaction, called a show called Scaredy Cam. And the ending on that is quite good. There's another one that's more dark and poignant and frightening, and a really great character study about a man who works as a volunteer at a comfort line, like you know, Lifeline or a suicide prevention line or whatever, and things transpire and he finds one of his callers who's threatened to kill herself is actually, you know, doing this all the time. And that's wonderful. That is really good character study, okay? But look, the whole series in itself is brilliant, okay? Some stories obviously are better than others, okay? But your choice of your standouts will be obviously different to mine because, hey, we're all individuals, and, you know, what we find funny as people or what we find poignant changes from person to person. So look, I encourage you to check out Inside Number 9. I've been trying to find out if there's another series going ahead. I'm not sure at this stage, but you'll find this available on Netflix, okay? And it's probably available on another streaming service too. It's made by the BBC, okay? So I hope you've enjoyed that, and that's encouraged you to check that out, Darkrealmers. Now, if you have liked our video and our look at this TV series, please give us a like, and don't forget to leave it a comment, because I love reading what you think of the videos, and also don't forget, hit the subscribe button because we've got some more great content coming up, and including our new section, which is This Is the First One, where we look at some great creepy TV shows, and these are all ones that are recent or just coming out. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that, Dark Realmers. Now, as I always say, stay in the light. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.